Hey guys, JB here from Alpha Wolf Consulting, coming to you today with the second video of the My New Admin Performance Development and Support Mastermind program. So in this video, I'm going to run through the program that I'm offering for your companies. Okay, so we're going to run through the team and company training and development program, the high management and leadership program, the CEO, CVO, COO development program, and the recalibration and realignment retreat. So basically, in this program, the information that we go through in terms of understanding the state management, understanding the communication, understanding, how to problem solve and things like that, and understanding the manifestation aspects of it, what we're going to do is I'm going to give this to your company, or you and your company, on the three different levels. So, on the ground level with direct or frontline employees. Okay. In the middle management or higher management, our supporting staff, in terms of being able to, show them how to integrate better with the team and monitor and measure the team and things like that. And then our CEO, CVO, COO development program, where I'm going to look with the directors and the higher executives within the business or the company, and basically creating an understanding and a framework for teamwork development, cohesive problem solving, and all these different things. So to start off, the team and company training and development program is going to consist of on-site workshops, one-on-one sessions, team sessions, and live problem solving and development sessions. So in this program, I'm going to give you hands-on experience in getting the best out of your teams, okay, and teach you how to effectively communicate the company's goals and ambitions to the teams, so that we're able to get on alignment, so that we're able to get the direct frontline workers understanding the vision, where we're going in terms of the next 6 months and what we're trying to achieve, so that we're all moving, or so to speak, rowing in the same direction. So what we want to understand, or what we need to understand, is that the more communication we have, or the higher we communicate with others, the more effective, our sort of problem solving or our performance within the situation. If we all understand what's going on, if we're not performing in the situation, it's because we don't want to. Do you sort of get it? But if we don't know what's going on, there's many reasons why we are not performing. So we just understand that if all of your staff, your frontline and low level staff, are committed to the company goals and the company ambitions for the next financial year, then realistically, we should reach those goals quite easily, because everyone is working towards that goal. So we don't have any resistance against it. Now, through, personal interactions, through, different events, different situations, hierarchies and management, all this different stuff, the communication between the company goals and ambitions and the frontline staff tend to usually get, confused, to where, for example, in sales, a sales manager might have an ego that he's the best and this and that, and his team's the most efficient. So he might put more focus on closing deals, and sort of, pressuring customers and pressuring sales to sort of, pressure performance-based results. And then basically you might have a lot of dissatisfaction on the back end of it, or the team dynamics and structure don't develop, or that line of, actions doesn't align with the company's core values, or things like that. So we just got to understand that when every link in the chain understands that it's holding the weight, there is more responsibility and onus on each link to pull their weight. Do you sort of get it? So we just got to understand that the more we invest, okay, as business owners, as company owners, into our frontline or low level employees, the higher the performance we are going to get out of them. So we just got to understand in developing and building team dynamics and developing out structures and team bonds and all of this, the more you invest into someone, the more emotionally connected to you they become. So just understand that investing in teaching someone how to succeed within your business or within their role is not you losing out. Do you sort of get it? If you teach them how to succeed within your business, they're going to stay within your business because they can succeed in life within your business. Do you sort of get it? If you make it difficult, like some egotistical business owners and company owners do, where they sort of, we're the best and blah, 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 all this bullshit. You know what I mean? If we invest into each staff member, okay, as if the relationship will never break down, and we give everything of ourselves as company owners, as business owners, okay, to each of the employees, no matter the position, what you're going to see is the ones who do not align with the company values and the way you act and behave, i.e., investing in them, they will leave. You will repel negative employees, and the positive employees are going to worship the working environment because it's a highly positive and, conducive environment to their life's dreams and ambitions. Do you sort of get it? You can live your dream life working for another person. It's just usually very, very difficult because people are highly egotistical and full of shit. Do you sort of get it? So business owners and company owners and managers and directors and all of this create working conditions that aren't conducive to high amounts of loyalty or high amounts of devotion. And you can look and I have studied many different entrepreneurs and many business owners, and I have seen the ones who invest into their company and their staff, not because they want their staff to be the best, but because they want to invest in them. Their staff are the most loyal staff, most honest staff, hardworking staff. So you sort of understand, like, these are high performing businesses in their respected spaces because everyone works towards making them the best. So this is an important aspect of this team and company training and development program. Is this is what we're trying to create within your organization. And then it's my goal to give you the tools and the skills to be able to maintain it, to be able to, work and develop it and create it so you're able to create future leaders and voices within the organization or within your company or business, to be able to take responsibility for certain aspects of your business so you don't have to. It's a really good thing. Alrighty, so the High Management and Leadership Program. The High Management and Leadership Program, okay, is designed to help you better integrate mid-level and higher levels of management within your organization. So the higher management aren't just integrating with higher management and management above, they're integrating with higher management, okay? So other managers in their positioning, those above them, those below them, those below them. Do you sort of see? Like, we all have to understand in every business or company that everyone pulls the weight. Do you sort of get it? It's not that we all pull the weight together. We all pull the weight equally alone. So we all show up and become our best. And collectively, that creates an organizational structure or an organization. But it's not that we have to be together to be our best. We are individually, taking responsibility for being our best and then becoming our best within the collective of the others. So that's an important aspect of this program that I'm going to drive into your mid and higher management, okay, so that they understand their position in the organization and how their behavior, how their communication, how their actions, how their decision making influences the emotional states and the performance and the development of the teams and the lower, staff members. So it's very, very important when we understand this, because then we can, avoid all the bullshit, all the drama, all the petty infighting, all that negativity, all the inefficiency due to, you know, anger, frustration, miscommunication, blah, blah, blah. When everyone is on the same page and everyone understands their position in the company and understands how they row and how their row influences and affects the one in front and the one behind, and everyone takes the responsibility to row together and not row out of their ego twice as fast as someone else. Do you know what I mean? So it's very important when we understand this, because this allows us to develop the company to have individuals within it who take responsibility for all of, those aspects, in terms of, they take responsibility for the lower staff member, for the new staff member, where it's not that we're creating training models for new staff to come in. New staff come in and everyone trains them like a wolf pack. Do you sort of get it? Like naturally, like how we learn naturally is people take the time to explain and show us things. Rarely do we ever learn the other way, where we figure it out on our own. Because if we're figuring it out on our own, we're trying to come up with new concepts without any fundamental or foundation of a framework to base our decisions off. So to most people, the easiest way to learn is through someone explaining how they learn. Okay. So the CEO, CVO, COO development program. So this is the high level one. So this is where we're looking at integrating, okay, cohesion between the roles and understanding. The CEO looks at the staff, looks at, how people are interacting together, like how the organization as a collective of people is functioning. The CVOs looking at the future, looking at, the company values, the company, core goals, the mission. They're holding that and looking into the future. And the CIO is the guy looking at the fuel tank, looking over everything, making sure it runs smoothly. So what we want to develop out is this integration between roles, where we're able to lean on each other and like look at the same sort of problem and all put forth our own perspective or solution to the problem that monitors or accounts for our individual focus or area of focus within the organization. So the CVO would be looking at the problem you know from the perspective of understanding the company core values, understanding the company mission, all of this. The CEO would be looking at the problem, understanding how it's going to influence the staff, how it's going to influence the customer base, all of this. Do you know what I mean? So when we understand this, we can understand that I don't have to think about the vision, because the CVO's accounting for that. So when we put together our solutions and we work together to align them, we now have a solution that looks at the impacts on staffing. We have a solution that looks at the impacts on, the company mission, the company mission, the company values, and all of this. And we have one that's looking at the logistics of how are we going to do it? How is that going to impact everything? Do you sort of get it? So we're able to collectively work together to create a more comprehensive solution, and not one where there is an overarching hierarchy to which is more important. They're all important. When we're at the CEO sort of level, when we're at the highest level in the executive level of the business, every role, every action in every role is vital. Do you sort of get it? There is no one's there bench warming. Do you sort of get it? Like everyone's role in the top levels of the organization are vital. So we have to develop out that respect. We have to develop out that ability to understand and work together and see the other's point of view. Because when we do that collectively together, we become better. We are more, intuitive with our decisions. The decisions made by the company reflect the company, not just one aspect of the company, but the company as a whole. So it's very, very important in this aspect of the program. Alrighty, and then we have the recalibration and realignment retreat. So this is a 7-day retreat that I'm putting on for the participants, and they'll have a +1 that they can bring along. And it's going to be a 7-day retreat at a Buddhist monastery, probably in Southeast Queensland. Okay, and it's basically designed to take you from your current ways of thinking, introduce new ways of thinking, while acting like an alignment process to ensure that your mind's switched on and ready for what's to come in this program. So this recalibration and realignment retreat will be early in the program. It will be within the first weeks of the program, or first month or two, because what I want to do with this program is really destroy the old expectations, set new expectations, do a large or a very intensive week session of divulging and running through core concepts and data, so that you have, well, not so much data, but core concepts and information, so that you have a fundamental or a framework, so that the entire program onwards, we've already established and built that framework. So things we're going to cover in this retreat, okay, we'll be covering meditation retreat. Being at a Buddhist monastery, I thought it was a great idea to learn meditation retreat, meditation practices, a couple of them, and they're good ways that we're able to, in any moment, center ourselves, clear our mind, all of this. Alrighty, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you some content around advanced thinking and problem solving processes. Okay, we're going to talk about mindset and thought reprogramming through sessions. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to reprogram your subconscious mind and create a mindset. Okay, so we're going to also have perception and detachment practices, okay, that we're going to run through, where I'm going to teach you how to detach your emotions so that you no longer fear death, because death is nothing to be feared. Do you understand? Death is something to be celebrated, because life has no meaning. So that means whatever beauty, whatever meaning I find in each day is the meaning I found. Do you sort of get it? When we detach, okay, and alter our perception, we can change our reality from everything going against us to any little thing becomes the greatest gift from the universe. Do you sort of understand? So it's very important that we understand that practice, because that practice is very, very important in life. All right. And then what we're also going to go through is emotional trauma and fear releasing sessions. I'm going to teach you how to use subconscious, or how to activate your subconscious and do deep reflecting, or understand how to explore your emotions through a conscious lens. Okay, so that you are able to release all past trauma, so that you're able to release any future fears, so that you're just able to be you, and whatever happens, happens. All right. So, my goal in this whole retreat is to sort of get you ready, so that when we run through the program, it's not that you're spending weeks sort of getting yourself up to speed and ready and sort of in the mood. It's bang, we're going to have 7 days of intensive work, where we're going to set the new expectations for the coming 6 months. Do you sort of get it? And then when we do the program within the organization, we're going to do something similar within the first sessions with the organization, in terms of really setting for the next 6 months what we're going to achieve and what we're going to work for, and sort of set that accountability and responsibility for moving forward. All right. Well, I hope you really enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next explainer video. You guys have an amazing day. Thanks so much.